Maybe Sarah, would you like to continue?
Yes.
Okay, all yours.
And when the woman saw that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. She also gave some to her man who ate it. And the eyes of them both opened. They knew that they were naked, and they made themselves coverings. Genesis 3:6-7.
Lovely. So again, the first part is to realize that if I felt my sadness, I wouldn't sabotage myself and then go into shame.
Yep.
Okay. And just a note, because I find that food may just be the last attachment. And it's really interesting. So if you say, when the woman saw that the cookie dough was desired to make me wise, right? What if that was, what if shame was our entry into wisdom? Okay. So, and that's also something that took me a long time to read. Like, no one comments, I mean, unless you're in AA and doing the 12-step work and realizing that by grace you have come to be sober and the wisdom that comes from it. But nevertheless, it's never referred to as originating in the Bible. That experience of wisdom, like, you know, being an addict is obviously crazy. It's the antithesis of wisdom. So just a note here. So please, Sarah.
Consider, for me to desire wisdom, I must already be prey to the folly of self-sabotaging behavior. If not, why would I desire it? Well, that's good.
In it.
So doing the wrong thing, and then through doing the thing that hurts, or then get to the other side.
Well, you know, that's the way it seems to work. You know, it reminds me of a story of this guy that goes to see a doctor and says, "Doctor, each time I drink coffee, my right eye hurts." And the doctor said to him, "Well, have you tried to take the teaspoon out of your cup?" So, just a silly story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, have you tried to stop that which hurts you? Is basically doctor's advice, but that does take wisdom. Okay, let's move on.
While self-sabotaging and resisting feeling shame, how do I try to cover myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was gonna, like, taking these classes on, and now I'm like, oh, well, I can spin it a different way so that it's somehow okay.
There you go.
Gosh.
You got it.
3, how would transparency help me out of my predicament? Well, I've been watching what I'm doing, and I'm feel my guts are like at odds. Like I do feel it in my guts, the shame.
Yeah. But also by telling us your story, you have made it transparent.
Yeah.
So how does that feel?
That feels good. It means that I can either call this woman and say, hey, I made a mistake. I can't fulfill what I'm going to fulfill. Or I come up with some other scenario.
Or you can do it deliberately. It's just like what Amanda was saying. I can either stop eating or I can be comfortable in the idea that I can't do it
Mm.
at this moment.
Oh, got it. So then I'm empowered to know that I'm just having to glug through and feel the glug
Yes,
and learn something
yes.
from it.
Yes, transparency does not mean that you are going into freedom and, in the order of beloved. Before you come to transparency, you have to come to sacredness. Before sacredness, transformation. Before transformation, consciousness. So it's a different order where freedom is the last thing you get out of being transparent.
Mm.
So it doesn't mean that your exercise in transparency that you did today is going to lead you to the freedom to honestly support your creativity and to like do it. But if you're not at the place where you can freely choose, then you can be transparent with not being at the place where you can freely choose.
Got it.
That's still transparency.
Yeah.
And that still cuts out shame. This is where I am. I can't push my evolution. Would be nice, but pushing is another trap.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Of course, beautiful one. All right. Michael, anything you wish to add?
No.
Okay.